हजुर बोल्नु
हजुर मिल्छ हजुर ल हजुर
हेलो
ल हजुर
Nancy, how are you?
नेन्सी आछिन हजुर
छैन
म ब्रेकफास्ट
मात्रै आएको
ट्राई गर्दैछु
पिक्चरमा त देख्नु भएको छ दुवैजना
नमस्ते एभ्रीबडी सबैलाई ढोगाई नमस्ते
नमस्ते सबैजनालाई नमस्ते
नमस्ते
सबैजनालाई नमस्ते
नमस्ते सबैलाई नमस्ते According to evening मेरो झन् साउन्ड आइरहेको छैन नि किन
नमस्कार गुरु
नमस्कार
चिन्नै गाह्रो
सबैलाई नमस्कार म एकराज ल सम्पूर्ण गोटेली सम्पूर्ण यसमा भाग लिनुभएका सम्पूर्ण आदरणीय महानुभाव साथीभाइ अभिवादन र नमस्कार टोक्र्याउँछु
रोटीको पुजारी
आइडी छ नि लेखेको महाराज सुन्या छ
शून्य छ ल
म पनि लाइनमै छु
सम्पूर्णमा नमस्कार नमस्कार सम्पूर्णमा अमेरिकाबाट विद्या शर्मा पहिला श्रेष्ठ अहिले शर्मा सबैलाई नमस्कार मान्यजन नमस्कार नमस्कार
अहिले महाराज सबैलाई आउँदेऊ न
मुकेश भाइ
हजुर
मुकेश भाइ मुकेश भाइ शिवराज दाईको भाइ
म विधान प्रसाद श्रेष्ठ रोटी
मलाई चिने नि क्या
सबैलाई नमस्कार
किन चिन्ने दाइलाई
नमस्कार म कृष्ण नि कृष्ण
भट्टमाथि
हो कृष्ण
दाइ नमस्कार
नमस्कार दाई भाउजू दुवैजनालाई
विद्याजी
नमस्कार कति वर्षपछि कतिजना भेट्न गए
नमस्कार
दाइ नमस्ते
नमस्कार बताइ गौदे नमस्कार ठिक छ
सुरेशको भाइ
नमस्ते ढोगे
ल ढोगी हवस् ठिक छ
सुरेशको भाइ। उसको ढोग्याले चा।
सन्चै हुनुहुन्छ
ठिक छ वा ठिक छ
द्वारका दाइको भाइ बहिनी।
ए भाउजू
द्वारका
त्यही त आउनुहुन्छ भाइ
खै क्या पण्डित जी अरु
अमेरिकामा हुन् कि नेपाल अमेरिका हो?
लाइट आइरहेको ल
अनि सन्चै हुनुहुन्छ
तिमी कहाँ यही हो कि
रमाइलो भयो त।
त्यही त रमाइलो भयो बेला बेला यस्तो हुनुपर्छ सबजना
और पंडित जी कहाँ हो तुम यता हो कि त्यही हो बरे अब ये काठमाडौँ आए एक हप्ता भयो
यो प्रेम भाइ पनि छ क्या हो?
कान्छु
आवा
प्रेम भाइ अमेरिकामै हो क्या हो?
मलाई ढोग दिए
आयुष्मान बाबा कहाँ अमेरिकाबाट यही हो भाइ?
मान्छे
यो ल्या त्यो राम्रो छ
लाइट आइरहेको छ साइडबाट
वो हाम्रो
ए बाबु
दुर्गा भाइ के भने विष्णु माया बहिनी दुईजना ओ नन्दकुमार मार्सब
दाजु
शिवराज दाइको बहिनी विजय कस्तो खुसी लाग्यो है ड्युटीको मान्छे
सबैको भेटघाट गर्न पर्छ बेला बेलामा
हजुर कहाँ हुनुहुन्छ आजभोलि
भेटौँ
कृष्ण दाइ कतातिर अहिले हजुरको लाइट धेरै आएछ पछाडिबाट
गाई भाउजू ढोगे दिदी विजय दी सबै ठिक छ विजय दी
विमल भाइ
हजुर दाइ नमस्ते दाइ
नमस्कार
दाइ
लकडाउनले भित्रको
भित्रै दाइ
इन्जिनियर साहब के गर्नु
भाग्य भाग्यमानी है बहिनी भाग्यमानी के छ ठिकै छ
लकडाउनले सिकाइहाल्यो
अनि
यही भने काठमाडौँमै छु नि त कहाँ जाने उहाँ त लकडाउन उसकै लकडाउन छ
गुरु
अब प्रेम अनि के अब प्रेमजी यही बस्ने हो कि जाने हो फर्कने हो फर्किने ल अब फर्किउँला सँगै सँगै फर्किउँला नि के छ गाडी ल्याएको छौ कि प्लेन चल्यो भने जाने
Nancy, are you in the chat?
आयो
कसजनालाई गर्न नाम लेखाइदिनु नलेख्नु रहेछ
मलाई त थाहा छैन
नाम हेर्नलाई
खै त
विद्या
सबैलाई नमस्कार म हरि जोशी घर चाहिँ डोटी म हाल चाहिँ मिलवाकी जङ्सनबाट आइसक्नुभयो अब आर्य सबै
Who's talking? There's so many. Who's talking?
Hi, good morning, Nancy and
I love you.
Namaste.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nancy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ayaz and Nancy.
Good morning. Now, are you all in Doti?
Hey, we have from
सजिलोसँग बस्यो त यता यसो पछाडि सजिलोसँग बस्यो न भने अप्ठ्यारोसँग ल म अलि यता
Most of us are calling from Kathmandu. Although we are all
अलि यहाँ यस्तो अडेसालमा बनाइदिएको छु क्या सजिलोसँग बस्यो न अप्ठ्यारो हुन्छ कि यहाँ खुट्टा ताने बस्यो अलि
Auntie, please mute yourself.
Raj bhai.
Okay, I just muted everyone. Can Arya Didi please unmute herself so we can begin the event? If you want to talk, you can always unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you, Ranjak. I feel so blessed and happy to be able to join the meeting. I was so excited to see all of our elders to be, connecting with each other. I'm so happy. I was enjoying the moment actually. And I just came to know that I had to start the meeting, so I'm not prepared at all. But I know that it's okay because we all are family, so I don't have to be prepared and formal and all. So to start with the meeting, first of all, I'd like to welcome all of you and Mr. Joe and Mr. Nancy on the floor. Namaste, Mr. and Mrs. To meet with you. First of all, to start with, before anything else, let me introduce myself. My name is Arya Shrestha. I'm daughter of Mr. Nandakumar Shrestha and Mrs. Gomati Shrestha. I believe they were the teachers in Padma Public School when you came to Doti. So I think I believe that you still remember them. And thank you so much for your time to meet with us. It is really so exciting. And it is really an honor to be able to sit here and interact with the wonderful couple, two of you, who went to Doti 53 years ago. I can imagine how difficult it must be to get to Doti at that time. I have heard so many things about you. That's why I am so excited. From what I have heard from my parents, especially, that both of you are actually inspiration to the people of Doti, and as your time as the time you spent in Doti was before my birth. I was not born at that time. I'm truly excited to hear all about your experiences. Yeah, and the story I have heard about your stay in Doti have been so interesting and inspiring. Plus, we are fortunate enough that we are able to witness so many beautiful pictures you took of that time. They're all in Facebook. I believe that people didn't have access to camera back then. So all the photographs you took at that time are definitely a treasure for all of us, I'm sure. Yeah. We know from our elders that you do have had a major contribution for the betterment of your students in Doti. Whenever my parents speak about you, it's all praise for you, and have beautiful memories with you. For instance, I was talking to my mother, and she was saying that till now, whenever she sees the pumpkin, I mean, it always reminds her of you. It's like at that time, pumpkin was not considered as a high quality vegetable. People did not eat actually in Doti, and like you too were pumpkin and other vegetables. She had so many memories to share with us. Like I have heard that what I have heard is that your personality and aura brought a different light in the lives of the students. You actually, two of you actually inspired and motivated the students to get into sports and physical exercises, which is so amazing to hear. My uncle Mukesh Shrestha just today, he told me that you were the one who taught them to play volleyball. And it was so exciting to hear such stories, you know. And even now, all of us are full of appreciation efforts you put into the education and development of Doti. I am so excited to have you here. And as you see in the screen, there are 68 participants. You know, most of them are your students from that time, and some of us, like me, are their children. So I again welcome you. And now I'm open the floor to this one poem is there for you. I don't know the name. I'm opening the floor for others and others. Yeah, thank you so much.
Do you have questions you would like to ask us?
Hello, Mr. H and Mrs. H.
Namaste,
Hello.
Nancy.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I am Nand Kumar Shrestha. When you were in our school, we were so happy. We spent nearly 2 years together. Do you remember that?
We do.
Hatch was very tall and handsome.
He still is.
Huh? You were also beautiful at the time. Now, after 53 years, looking you. And do you?
Long time. It's been a long time since we were there, but we still love Nepal.
We also love
we have 2 Nepali daughters.
dolls, you mean? Daughters.
2 Nepali, Chori. We have two Nepali daughters.
Huh?
We had, when we lived, can you understand me when I speak?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we are hearing you.
When we lived in Kathmandu, we adopted a baby girl with a Nepali daughter. And when we worked in Kathmandu, I worked for the university librarian, Shanti Shrestha, and her daughter has been with us since 1987. So we have 2 Nepali daughters and 6 Nepali grandchildren. We have 4 daughters altogether. Do you want to translate?
That is so nice to hear. Now, before, if needed, I'm ready to translate, but I think everybody understands English.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't need to translate, I guess. But yeah.
Wonderful. You're better with your English than we are with Nepali.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Before starting anything, I'd like to request Shanu Bhandari ji to unmute yourself and recite your poem. Thank you so much.
आवाज ही सुननी है ना हमारे से बोलना आती है
Did you hear me? Do you hear me?
Unmute गर्नु पर्यो unmute
अब तो पूरी
mute मा थिच्नु पर्यो
I am
आवाज ही
Hello, namaste.
Namaste.
सुन्यो?
Yes, I can.
सर्वप्रथम त यहाँहरु सबैजनालाई एकदम
आवाज ही खत्म है
हृदयदेखि नै अभिवादन टक्राउन चाहन्छु र विशेष गरी सुनिरहेछ
आबाजी बुझ्यो
सुन्नेको छ सुन्नेको छ
हजुर अनि सबैभन्दा पहिला कार्यक्रम भएका सम्पूर्ण अग्रजहरूलाई एकदम हार्दिक अभिवादन टक्राउन चाहन्छु र आज चाहिँ न्यान्सी ड एकदमै जो हाम्रो चाहिँ विदेशी व्यक्तित्व भएर पनि नेपालमा एउटा शिक्षाको ज्योति फैलाउँदै हिँड्नुभयो उहाँलाई धेरै धेरै हृदयदेखि आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु हजुर सुन्यान
We can hear you, but we don't understand everything you say.
सुन्यान आवाज सुन्यान
सबै एकैचोटि नबोल्नुस् न
हेलो
म फेरि सबैलाई हजुर चाहिँ आफूले अनम्युट गर्नु है
हजुर अनम्युटै छ अनम्युट छ
नाइ म अहिले सबैलाई फेरि म्युट गर्छु अनि हजुर मात्र अनम्युट गर्नु
हजुर
आफ्नो इन्ट्रोडक्सन दिनुस् न को बोल्नु भएको
ल हजुर के रे नाम के हो सानु भण्डारी म्याम हजुर अनम्युट गर्नु न
हजुर
ओके ल
मेरो नाम सानु भण्डारी सुन्यो सर
हजुर सुन्नेको छ
हजुर मेरो नाम सानु भण्डारी मेरो घर चाहिँ डोटी हाल म धनगढी बस्छु र आज यो जुम कार्यक्रममा जोडिन पाउँदा एकदम धेरै खुसी लागेको छ हजुरहरू सम्पूर्णलाई यहाँ जति पनि व्यक्तित्वहरू जोडिनु भएको छ उहाँहरूलाई हृदयदेखि नै आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु र एउटा विदेशी नागरिक भएर पनि सुदूरपश्चिममा बसेर शिक्षाको उज्यालो फैलाउने न्यान्सी ड प्रति हृदयदेखि नै आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु र उहाँहरूको स्वागतको लागि मैले एउटा सानो कविता लिएर आएकी छु जसका रचनाकार हुनुहुन्छ कविवर हीरा भट्ट र उहाँलाई पनि हृदयदेखि नै मैले एकदम धेरै आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु जुन चाहिँ उहाँले यो स्वागत कविता चाहिँ रचना गरिदिनु भएको छ र म चाहिँ यो उहाँहरूको स्वागतको लागि यो रचना वाचन गर्ने अनुमति चाहन्छु सुरु गरौँ सर
हजुर हजुर
We understand a few words, but not everything altogether.
I think someone's going to translate the whole like poem afterwards, Nancy, so don't worry about it.
What's that?
Someone's going to translate the whole she's about to like recite a poem and someone's going to translate it afterwards for you, so don't worry about it.
Oh, wonderful.
We received the poem.
Wonderful.
मैले वाचन सुरु गरेँ उहाँहरूको एकदमै स्वागतको लागि स्वीकारिदिनु होला शिक्षा दीपक पिसको रसँगमा जोडी स्वयं सेवक रोज्दै दूर सुदूर पश्चिम आफैले जुन छरेकी हृदयमा ल्याएर शिक्षा जल सम्झन्छन् दिन रात नै सिलगढी डोटी र जोरायल छाम्ने गर्दछ पद्म पब्लिक झै तिम्रा हिँडेका पथ बाटो कुर्छ सुदूर पश्चिम झै तिम्रै गरी स्वागत शिक्षा साथ नवीन खेलकुदका आयामती जो थिए जन्मी सक्षम राष्ट्र सेवक सयौं संसारमा फैलिए राता फूल गुराँसका बन बनै तिम्रै कुरा गर्दछन् कालाका फलभित्र झन् शिखरले त्यही सम्झना भर्दा साथ गाउँ घरमा न्यान्सी सधैँ कोकिला हुन्छन् स्वागत गर्न तत्पर दिला तिम्रै मार्गली अमूल्य गहना शिक्षा तथा ज्ञानमा हाँस्छन् फुलहरू अनेक रङका फक्रेर उद्यानमा मौका मिल्छ भने अझै कुसुमती चुम्ने गरी आउनु नेपाली दिल गर्छ स्वागत झै घुम्ने गरी आउनु मौका मिल्छ भने अझै कुसुमती चुम्ने गरी आउनु नेपाली दिल गर्छ स्वागत झै घुम्ने गरी आउनु नेपाली दिल गर्छ स्वागत झै घुम्ने गरी आउनु धन्यवाद
Dhanyavad. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Today is Doug's birthday. What a wonderful birthday present.
Oh, happy birthday,
What
Doug.
a wonderful present to be able to see all of you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
This is a very special birthday present.
Hello.
म प्रेम शंकर भट्ट
Hello.
डोटी
Hello.
हेलो प्रेम शंकर भट्ट डोटी एउटा आज अचम्मको दिन जुन डोटीमा कयौं मानिसहरू आए कयौं गए तर पनि डोटी प्रतिको यत्रो 50औं वर्षपछिको त्यो सद्भाव त्यो प्रेम त्यो दिलको बसाइमा जुन मिस्टर ह्याच र मिसेज ह्याचले जुन देखाउनु भएको छ उहाँहरु प्रति म हृदयदेखि नै त्यो डोटीवासीको तर्फबाट एकदम आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु यसमा भाग लिनुभएका सम्पूर्ण मेरा अग्रजहरू यसमा अग्रजहरू डोटीका सबै व्यक्तित्वहरू मेरा सरहरू मेरा सहकर्मीहरू मेरा सहपाठीहरू सबै प्रति म आभार गर्न चाहन्छु विशेषतः आजको यो समय जुटाइदिनु भएकोमा अमेरिकामा बस्नुभएका हाम्रा उर्तला निवासी हाम्रा शिक्षक पनि हुन् हाम्रा विशेष धन्यवाद मुकेश मेरा साथीहरूले जुन एउटा आजको एउटा यो समागमको स्थिति ल्याउनु भयो उहाँहरुप्रति म हृदयदेखि नै चाहन्छु
Can someone translate for us?
Yes, hi Nancy and Doug. This is his son. And before I I just repeat last week from. Can someone please unmute mute and.
तिम्रो यहाँ हैन हामी कहाँ क्लियर आइरहेको छ बोलो बोलो बा तिमी बोलो त्यहाँ उनीहरुले ट्रान्सलेट गर्नु
and the tweet was about your stay in Doti and the picture 6667 which I retweeted. So it's kind of an epiphany to be speaking to you. And my father says that despite a gap of more than a century, is very much indebted to you maintaining a certain connection to Nepal. And he is also indebted to Hariji, who has been kind enough to organize this event. And all the participants, despite being at various places, recollecting that those memories of half a century ago and coming together. So he would like to continue, and as he speaks, I would translate for him.
अब यो विशेषतः मैले भने नि हामी जुन डोटीका मान्छेहरु छन् हामीलाई एउटा अगाध आफ्नो जननी भूमि स्वर्गदपि गरिएसी भन्ने जुन भावना हो त्यो यो सांस्कृतिक पिक्चरहरु छन् त्यो ऐतिहासिक छन् त्यो व्यापारी छन् सिलगढीको डोटीको एउटा पृष्ठभूमि छ जुन एउटा शताब्दीदेखि लिएर एउटा अविच्छिन्न रूपमा बसेको सिलगढी यो चारैतिरबाट एउटा व्यापारिक केन्द्र प्रशासनिक केन्द्र सांस्कृतिक केन्द्र र त्यसबाट त्यो सुदूरपश्चिमै त्यसको माने अनुकरण गर्ने अरु जिल्लाहरु भएको त्यो सांस्कृतिक आजको जुन तपाईले जुन पिक्चरमा देखाएको डोटी जिल्ला र आजको डोटी जिल्लामा धेरै फरक भइसकेको छ आज हामी जति पनि यसमा भाग लिएका डोटीका साथीभाइहरू छन्, जुन अग्रजहरू छन्, डोटी भाइ छन्, आज हामीले आफ्नो त्यो पुरानो छवि, आफ्नो ठाउँको पुरानो छविलाई हामीले फेरि पुनरावलोकन गर्ने, हेर्ने आज तपाईको माध्यमबाट हामीले शुभ अवसर प्राप्त गरेका छौं।
So it's a lot of information, so I have not noted everything down. So, but I like to think about the gist of it. So, what do you? Is that you know, it's been half a century and things have changed, but Doti has been the epicenter of culture, history, trade and commerce. So, speaking to you, looking back at the pictures that you had posted on social media, it helps him connect to the old Doti that you did there some 50 years ago. So he thanks you, both of you, for bringing back those memories of Doti since from 1966-67. So he's very much thankful to you, and I'd let him speak more and try to translate.
Are you related to? Are you related to headmaster at the school?
मेरो uncle थियो.
His Ekraz Bhatta was his uncle.
Right.
Okay.
So
you see the background I put on our picture, that's the school.
No, that's our house.
Yes, yes.
Yes, wonderful.
That's the elementary school. We lived upstairs.
One more thing, Nancy and Dog, would you mind me taking the picture of this conversation and posting on Twitter? Would you allow this?
I don't know how to do Twitter.
No, I will take a picture and just post it up on social media if you allow.
That's fine.
A screenshot.
That's
very
fine.
अब यसरी म यो मञ्चबाट यो आजको यो समागमबाट मेरा माने आदरणीय व्यक्तिहरू, साथीहरू र डोटीवासीलाई चरणले मेरो प्यारो ओखल ढुङ्गा भनेर जुन कवितामा लेख्नु भएको छ त्यो साभारलाई मलाई एउटा मनमा आज बिजाएको छ। हामी डोटी छोडेर धेरै मान्छेहरू गइसक्यौँ। आजको त्यो डोटी जुन नेन्सी र ह्याजले पठाएको जुन फोटो छ त्यसमा अब त्यहाँका पुरा सांस्कृतिक धरोहरहरू छन्। जुन 2004 सालमा खोलिएको जुन हाई स्कुल छ, हाई स्कुलको धरोहर देखाएको छ। जुन शमशेरको पालामा बनाएको चन्द्र पाठशालाको धरोहर देखाएको छ। पी चन्द्र अस्पताल, पद्म शमशेर, पृथ्वी विक्रम शाहको पालामा चन्द्र शमशेर बनाएको हस्पिटलको धरोहर देखाएको। यस्ता किसिमका हाम्रा धरोहरहरू जुन 200 वर्ष अगाडि जुन एउटा पुष्कर शाह र जान शाहले जहाँ स्वयं नेन्सी र ह्याज बस्नु भएको छ, त्यो रानी पोखरी, डोटीका विभिन्न सांस्कृतिकका धरोहरको रूपमा गाई जात्राहरू, त्यहाँका विवाहका कार्यक्रमहरू, त्यहाँ भेडाले सामान लगेका कुराहरू, खेचरले लगेका कुराहरू, त्यस्तो किसिमको एउटा ऐतिहासिक पृष्ठभूमि जुन डोटी गौडा जुन सुदूरपश्चिम र मध्यम पश्चिमलाई हेर्ने जुन डोटी गौडाको छ, त्यस्तो किसिमको धरोहर ऐतिहासिक रूपमा, प्रशासनिक रूपमा, सांस्कृतिक रूपमा हेरेको जुन धरोहर हामी एउटा त्यहाँको लिडिङ डोटी भन्नेखेरि तपाईको कुमाउ गढवालले समेत चिन्दथे। डोट्याल भनेर नेपाललाई पहिचान गरेको त्यो डोटी आजको अवस्था, तपाईहरुले बनाएको पिक्चरको अवस्था आज हामीलाई कता कता ग्लानी अनुभूत भइरहेको छ। आज सिलगढी, त्यो सिलगढीको बजार, रमणीय सिलगढी बजार मृत प्राय जस्तो देखेको छ। यसकारणले म आज तपाईहरु यो फोरम माध्यमबाट जुन मेरा आदरणीय जुन डोटीवासीहरु यहाँ भाग लिनुभएको छ, म सबैलाई विनम्र अनुरोध म के गर्छु, त्यस्तो ऐतिहासिक पृष्ठभूमि बोकेका जिल्लाका हामी नागरिक हौं, त्यस्तो स्थलमा हामी जन्म लिएका हौं। त्यसकारण एउटा मृत प्राय भएको जुन सिलगढी बजार छ, त्यसलाई तपाईहरुले आफ्नो तर्फबाट जसरी बन्दीपुर बन्यो त्यस्तो किसिमले आफूले के गर्न सकिन्छ। म त त्यही बसिरहेका छु, डोटी छोडेको छैन। म आज 11 महिनामा काठमाडौँ आएको बेलामा यो शुभ अवसर पाएँ सबैलाई भेट्ने। त्यसो भए हामीले मेरो सबैसँग अनुरोध छ, विनम्र अनुरोध छ र मिस्टर ह्याजलाई र मिसेस ह्याजलाई उहाँको पालामा भएका हेर्नुहोस् प्लाटर पोर्टर जहाजले भाग्य तालमा उतारेर उहाँ अमेरिकी राजदूतलाई ल्याएको छ। त्यतिखेर सीताराम जोजी प्रिन्सिपल साहब हो, हाम्रो मठ साहब नन्दकुमार श्रेष्ठ भयो, अनि मेरा काका एकराज भट्ट उहाँहरू दोभाषीको रूपमा उहाँले अङ्ग्रेजीमा त्यसलाई गर्नुभयो। त्यो सम्पूर्ण मलाई मेरा सहपाठीहरू यहाँ धेरै सहपाठीहरू म नाउँ लिन सक्दैन, सहपाठीहरूलाई धेरै मैले आज जुममा भाग लिएको देखेको छु। सबैलाई म नमन गर्दै आफ्नो मातृभूमिप्रति हामी जहाँ रहे पनि मातृभूमिको जुन प्रेम छ यहाँले देखाउनेछ। हामी त त्यही बसिरहेका छौँ। मलाई आज त्यो सिलगढी बस्नु हाम्रो नरेश मार्सौले छोडिसक्नु भएको छैन, त्यस कारणले उहाँप्रति पनि म
ल बोला त आशिषलाई ल भयो अब छोटो अब उहाँलाई बोल्न दिनुस् न।
I will just wrap it up for Nancy and Dog. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Don't understand what he's speaking, so I just take.
We understand one or two words.
Yes. So what he was meaning was Doti used to be the cultural center and a place with a lot of heritage, including the places that you stayed and made your home for 2 years. And what we all need to do is to protect. It has lost its charm and the charisma that it sold 50 years ago, and now it's almost dead. So it'd be nice that everyone works together. The heritage that it already has. So thank you very much for your time. That's what he also would like to say. And happy birthday, Dog, from my father. Thank you very much for your time.
Mukesh Mama.
Sound
I am sure Mr. and Mrs. Hatch would like to know the translation of the poem recited for them. So I would like to request Ranjak Bhai to translate the poem for them.
Hello.
Hi, before I begin, let me just introduce myself. My name's Ranjak Joshi. I'm 18 years old. I moved to the States when I was 5 years old, so I don't remember much from Nepal. But I went to Nepal 3 years ago, and then I got to see all my family and relatives, which was really cool. And then Nancy and Doug, I'm going to translate the poem for you. I'm sure you didn't understand all of it. I couldn't even understand most of it, so I'm pretty sure you couldn't understand most of it either. So I have the English translation with me, and I'm going to go ahead with that. But first of all, I just want to thank you so much for taking your time and coming out here to join all of us. And
it is our treat and our pleasure.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to begin with the poem. So the English translation says, carrying the light of education, Nancy and Doug, a Peace Corps couple, arrived with smiles to the far, far west. The water of education that you sprinkled in their hearts, Doti and Jorael still think about you every day and night. Padma Public still caresses the paths you once walked. The far west still waits to welcome you. Born in those new dimensions of sports with education, now hundreds of them are competent and spread across the world. The crimson rhododendron flowers in the forest still talk about you. The hilly peaks fill your memories in the Black Gaffel. The cuckoos in the village still sing about Nancy with Doug. The hearts in the entire hill are always ready to welcome you. Follow your paths of invaluable jewels such as education and knowledge. The colored flowers in the garden bloom with smiles. If you get a chance, come to kiss Christmas flowers. Come again for a hike. Nepalese heart always welcomes you. So that's the English translation of the poem that she recited.
Thank you. Thank you so much. What a treasure.
Now I'd like to request my uncle Mukesh Shrestha to highlight the objective of this meeting. Over to you, Mama.
साउन्ड आएको छ बाबा?
हामीले त सबै सुनेको छ साउन्ड.
मेरो साउन्ड आएको छ?
हजुर हजुर.
आएको छ.
हस्. नमस्ते.
आएको छ.
Nancy and Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Our pleasure to see you here after 5 decades. Hazur? It is our pleasure to see you after 5 decades. Are you listening?
Yes, Mama, go ahead.
It is our pleasure too.
Hey, I was your student of class 6, and we learned many things from you. Nancy was a very lovely teacher. You used to love us.
Still
And,
do.
Mr. Hatch, you are a very good teacher. You taught us not only education, but playing volleyball, American football. So many things we learned from you. So we are very happy to see you here in Zoom, and we hope we can contact you later on.
Sure.
Please, please, we, on behalf of all our participants and from people of Doti, we invite you to visit Doti again.
We're a little old to climb those hills anymore.
These days, you don't have to walk for 6 days from Dhangadi to Doti.
No?
A road, a blacktop road is there. So
wow.
You can go there easily. And we are very happy that you have adopted 2 Nepali girls, Kamala and
Pragya.
Pragya. Oh,
Pragya.
great.
Pragya is a medical doctor.
Arko Dwi Chori Shanti Ruth Allison Maya Chesai Bansa.
Oh, great. It shows that how much you love us.
You bet.
Please keep loving us. We heartily are very happy to see you here. And we request you to tell us how you choose Nepal, why you choose Nepal, and why you choose Doti, and how you went there. And we want to hear many stories from you. Please tell us. Feel free. We all are your students and your people who love you. So please go ahead. Now you are welcome, most welcome.
Sabanda Paile
Do it in English.
Yota Bigyan Kura Matadinshu. Surya Grahan Ra Chandra Grahan Kasari Furak Baekota.
What? I don't know.
Surya Grahan Surya Nadakane Kinabane Chandra Prithri Ra Surya Bichmata Chandra Grahan Baekota Prithri Ra Chandra Ra Surya Bichmata Ra Prithri Ko Chaya Chandrama Dhansa
Do it in English. I can't understand.
Cheskaranle Alikati Furak Baekota
Just say it in English.
Alikati Kura Mata Remember Baekota.
Please tell us whatever you can remember. I hope Nancy will remember all the things.
We went into the Peace Corps and we did not know where we were going to go. We were first assigned to go to the Philippines, but that didn't work out. And then they said Nepal, and we didn't even know where Nepal was.
Hello, everyone.
So we had to look on a map to see where it was. And then we were because we did get assigned to Doti. What a wonderful place. We have wonderful memories of our years there.
Nancy and Mr. Douglas, I
Yes.
am the students of 7th class. You teach me. My name is Tirthanaran. You teach me moon, solar eclipse, and sun lunar eclipse. and we are 24 students. When you enter our...
He is taking ice cream right now here, guys.
Now he's muted.
We respect you. Good morning, Mr.
Hello.
Hat. Good morning, Mr. Nancy. We respect you. I am too much glad to see you in this video. I am now I am live in Texas, Dallas.
Oh, okay. I have a sister in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
You're in Dallas.
Dallas, madam. Yes, I am now 64 years. My two daughters are here.
Ah.
Yeah.
So we have Dallas, Texas. We have Doty. Do we have other states?
Yeah.
We have Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I'm from New York. I'm from New York here.
Who's New York?
I stay
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
I am the youngest product of the Padma Public. I believe so.
Where are you in New York?
I am in Queens. Yes.
So we're not far away.
Well, 4 hours.
Yeah. Where do you live, by the way?
We're
Maybe
in
we can meet
Portland.
and talk.
We're in upstate New York.
4 hours.
I believe I am the youngest product of Padma Public School now in June. I believe so. Many people after many people went to private school over there. Lot of people over there went to private school, but I am the only one who, I'm not the only one, but people with the low income like my family, were sent to Padma Public School. So,
It was a good school. It was fun to
yeah,
be there.
yes,
Yes,
it's a good school. It was a good school. It is a good school, I believe, and I'm really proud to be a product of Padma Public. So,
Wonderful.
yeah.
You come, I welcome Texas, Dallas. I want to meet you, sir.
Now with COVID, we can't go anyplace.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime. Welcome to me, from me. Yeah. I remember, I think that how you spend duty at that time.
It was beautiful. It was hard.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
difficult
yeah.
to do because it was so different,
Yeah.
but we loved it.
Yeah. You are the father and mother of ours. You teach us and you, yeah. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. It was
thank you.
our privilege.
Yeah, thank you, madam, and thank you, sir. You are every time my sir and my madam. I respect you every time.
Wonderful.
See you.
Ranjit, did you take a picture of this group? A screenshot?
Okay. Namaste. Nancy and respected sir. First of all, we pray for your long life, more 50 years again.
Oh, why? That'd be too many.
Because Mr. Shah told us about moon and sun in Nepali language, it's a very good pleasure to our Shankar Puran, Shaileshwari Mata, the big temple of Doti Silgadi, and it's a honeymoon temple of God Shiva and Parvati. And when you pass your old and young days in Doti Silgadi, you are really Shankar and Parvati for us who study in the Padam Public School. It's a very good pleasure. Thank you very much. Find out this kind of system to to meet each other in our room and in our home. Very good. Thank you very much. Again, I am Vijay Rashrestha from my father, born in Doti, Silgadi. I am really respect to Doti and Doti relation develop with American respected people. Also, you are regardful to us. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, I am Gopal Prasad Shrestha. Thank you. Are you well?
We are well, thank you.
Who are you? Mr. Hayat?
Thank you so much. We will have time to talk about our experience with each other. Now, I'd like to request Ranjak Babu to tell us about how he got connected with
Yeah, so for sure. I wrote a little paragraph, actually. I'm just going to read it off. So here's my paragraph. 3 years ago, we went to Thangadi from Kathmandu to spend our summer vacation with our family and other relatives. Remind you that we haven't been to Nepal since, I think, 10, maybe 9 years. So it's been a while. And while we were there, while we were in the US, we coordinated with Dr. Ramhari Subedi, a cybersecurity expert, the Wisconsin Gora Samaj community in Milwaukee, and the far western community in Doti, Tikapur, and Thangadi to carry out a cybersecurity awareness programs in various different schools and colleges. We started the first phase by going to Padma Public High School in Silgadi. The mayor of Dipal Silgadi, the deputy mayor, the chairman of the school management committee, and the principal of the school attended to see our training process. Seeing the school where my father and my grandfather and my uncle studied was mind-blowing at first. I have always wondered about their lifestyles in Doti because my sister Rishika and I, we didn't get to experience much of Nepal's schooling. By the way, my sister was 9 and I was 5 when we first moved to the States. I think I mentioned that already, but if I didn't, well, yeah, so we don't remember much from Nepal. And a couple of weeks ago, my dad showed me a photo of Nancy and Doug on Facebook, and he told me that they taught English in Doti during the 1960s. And right there and then, I knew I wanted to get in touch with Nancy and Doug to hear more about their stories. I found Nancy's number from the Peace Corps volunteer website, and my dad and I called her. At first, I honestly didn't think she was going to pick up because it was a random number from Wisconsin. So like, I don't know why you would pick up. But
you were lucky.
Yeah, very lucky.
We were lucky.
She told me that she was in contact with other volunteers in Nepal, and we are all here today to hear the stories that they have to share, and we all hope to learn from them as a source of inspiration. And finally, I just want to thank everyone for coming onto the live stream, and special thank you to Nancy and Doug for giving us their precious time.
It's our pleasure and our honor. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. I'm so glad you found me.
Yeah, it actually took a while because I did. First of all, I thought the number was wrong. So, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot because it doesn't really hurt to give it a try. And then you picked up, and I was really surprised.
And I was surprised when you said, "Did you live in Silgadi, Doti?" I'm like, who knows that?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Nancy. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ranjak. We're so happy that. Thank you for connecting us with them too. So now I'd like to invite Mr. Dr. Ramhari Subedi to talk about the importance of cybersecurity. Thank you.
Hello, namaste everyone. Namaste everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me. I don't see any. Hello.
Must सबैलाई mute गर्छु हजुर चाहिँ आफूलाई unmute गर्नु है.
Hello. Yeah, I'm unmuted already. Thanks.
Okay, अब हजुर मात्र unmute गर्नुस् न. Okay,
thanks everyone for inviting me. Harijit, can you hear?
Let me talk now.
Can you hear me, everyone? Thanks so much. Making me part of your program here.
And thank you, Hariji, especially. He asked me to join this program. I didn't have a lot to talk about since you guys, having good time reunioning here after a long period of time. And I had a chance to provide our cybersecurity program at your school. I was not there, but my team members, they were there. So our goal was to make people aware how they can be secure being online. So that is our goal, and that's what we have been providing in Nepal and in other countries as well. So in the future, because we are moving towards digital technology, and then we are making our digital home, and our digital home should be secure moving forward. So since this pandemic, even aggressively we are moving towards our digital world. So in the future, how we can make our future generations be more proactive on technology, and how they can learn technology and then make their future bright. So probably, I have been doing this this type of program in Nepal in various places. I don't have a lot to talk about this at this point. And so please invest on technology, even in school. So because future is there, always be there for you. Any kind of support you need. Thank you so much.
We find this technology so amazing, because when we lived out in Doti, you didn't even have, and probably not.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
So it's so amazing that we can now talk and see people who are in Nepal. It's wonderful.
Yeah, there are so many progress in Nepal, but it's still government. They have to invest money in order to build infrastructure, because that's the only way to be part of this autonomous era. Because you have heard and you have seen Elon Musk. And then in the future, so we have to make it, we have to make it happen. Government, they have to take action. Without government putting any money on technology, there is no way we can develop our countries. There is no way we can stop being outsourced all of our youth generations. Because only individual person cannot make their maximum effort. They can make very little effort, but the government, they have to make a plan, invest on technology, and create that environment, build infrastructure, and then secure that infrastructure and create opportunities.
Has Doti recovered from the Turlo Bhuinshalo, the big earthquake?
Doti was not actually affected with that earthquake. Yeah.
Oh, good.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Subedi. Now I'd like to request Dr. Gopal Bhatta to put forward.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gopal Bhatta. First, happy birthday to Nancy and Doug. So I feel very special today to be a part of such a historic moment. I would like to thank the organizers, and especially Mukesh Shrestha sir for. So I'm from Silgadi, a little bit younger generation. So people might know me more better with my family, Vata. My grandfather was Umakant, Pandit Umakant Bhatta, and my father was an English professor. So he served as a college lecturer for a long time in Doti campus. I think you know the campus, yeah? There was a campus, okay. So I am a former student of Kadam Public. So I think there must be some connection between me and Dog, who just talked about the solar eclipses. I am an astrophysicist.
Wonderful.
I study about universe using space telescopes. So after my master's in Nepal, I went Florida International. So I got my PhD in astrophysics, astronomy, astrophysics. Then I came to Europe, to work, do more research in universe and black holes. I mostly studied about the early universe and black holes using, again, the space telescopes. But I'd like to thank you for your contribution and service to the place, especially the pictures. I think the pictures alone are great contributions. They will continue to remind us of our great culture and a glorious past, and inspire the generations to come. Thank you very much.
I think it's absolutely wonderful. When we were in Nepal, man walked on the moon for the first time.
Oh yeah.
And I remember the people in the village not understanding at all how man could be on the moon.
Okay.
And now look at this. We're talking to each other, and you're studying astrophysics. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
May I talk?
Thank you,
talk
Dr.
something?
Gopal. Now I'd like to request.
Hello.
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 May I request you to let me talk, ma'am or sir?
Hello. Just
hello.
Tell me, I'm just waiting for a long time. Then I want to request you that let me talk, Siddhi, just 5 minutes, not more than 2 or 3 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Nancy and Haz. According to the Nepali time, it is good evening. Namaste. And just, do you remember me that we were the staffs in Papamavi, PPMP high schools. My name is Sitaram Joshi. During our period, just we were very happy. You were just cordial, happy, and helpful. And I always remember you. And it is my great opportunity that after to see you in the picture, it is my great opportunity. And just especially the Nancy, just you remember the Tuldi, where you used to go, mostly Tuldi, just the next to my house.
Yes.
Tuldi, and she is now over 90, and she's scooped and crawling, crawling, very old. And she remembers you, and during just
hello to her for me.
Yeah, just she remembers you when I was in Silgadi Doti. Just now I am in Kathmandu, and just Douglas has just we used to play volleyball, in the field. Dodi khel. Did you remember me? My name is Karam Joshi. I mean, in our staffs, most of the staffs, just like the headmaster Ekraj Bhatta, Sitaram Sreshta, and Vishnu Maya Sreshta have passed away from this world, and you know that, and we are now, most of the teachers are have left the Silgadi and are living in Kathmandu, and just we remember you always, and your the inspiration to the students as well as to the teachers will remain always as we are in this world, you know, and we are very, very happy. I'm very happy. Just it is my great opportunity to see you after a long time. That Mr. Hatch and Nancy, very, very thanks and happy birthday to the Hatch. Did you understand me? Who am I? We were the teachers in the high school.
Yes.
My name is Sitaram. My house is just next to Thuldidi.
Thuldidi, yes.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. And just
Thuldidi Youth.
Thuldidi, just like the Thuli Nani and Thuldidi, we say, you know, that Thuldidi. Thank you very much. To meet you and to talk to you.
From her and eggs.
To talk with you after a long period of time.
Yes.
Just, you know, that now the high school is a little bit developed in physical features, and some of the buildings are made there, and the school is upgraded, and it is now running the 11 and 12 classes. All the staffs are new.
Oh, yes.
The old staffs are, some of the have collapsed and some of are in Kathmandu, and the students numbers are greater according. So just you remember us. We are very happy. I'm very happy. I congratulate to your happy birthday, and both of you may be always happy, healthy, and always pleasure, and may pass your long life. I pray to the God. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Hatch and Nancy Hatch. How are you? Do you know me? I am Nandakumar Shrestha. I spent you 2 years together. And do you know me? And Nancy, you.
We recognize names.
Till now also you are beautiful. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. How are you?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Very, very good. Hello, Siddhi.
Hello, Siddhi. Hello. अब एकैछिन सबैजना हामी चुप लागेर उहाँहरूको कुरा सुनौ. Mr. Hatch and Mrs. Nancy, please tell us your stories that you are going to tell. Why you choose Nepal, why Doti, how did you reach there, how you feel there,
etc.
etc. Please.
We did not choose Doti because Peace Corps just assigns people to go someplace. We were lucky to be assigned to Doti. And getting there was a challenge. You know, had to walk up, but it was a challenge that we liked, and we loved staying in Doti. Our years there are still very close to our heart. We have our 2 Nepali daughters that keep us connected to Nepal. And we were just lucky to be assigned to Doti. We had no choice in the matter. It's a random kind of thing, but boy, were we lucky.
Okay, how did you reach there? By plane or on foot?
Both. Sometimes we flew and landed down in Nepal and then walked up. And then sometimes we took the train from Kathmandu. Well, we took a car from Kathmandu down to the Terai, a train across the Terai to Gorifanta, then walked up.
Across from the Thangari up.
So we did both ways. If an American embassy plane happened to be coming, I don't know, but most of the time we walked. That was a challenge because we'd never done anything like that before.
But we had good porters.
our family here was always amazed when we would tell them that we walked for 5 days to get where we lived. But that was transportation back then. They didn't have the car road. So I see some children poking their heads in every once in a while.
That's
Hi.
crazy to think about, because like transportation nowadays, it's like we don't even like think about it. That's crazy how you have to like walk 5 days to get to like your house.
It wasn't crazy then, it was a necessity.
Yeah.
Everything was measured in how many days does it take to walk to get there. You know, people would ask us, how many days does it take to get to your country? And we would say, you can't do it because there's an ocean. Well, they didn't understand the ocean. When you're a landlocked country and all you see is the river down below, you have no concept of the ocean. And so when we would say you can't walk to our country, because for the people that we were working with, Bombay was about as far as they could walk. You know, how far, if you could walk to Bombay in 30 days, that was pretty good. So was it further to walk to our country? We couldn't walk to our country because of the ocean.
Yeah.
They didn't understand that. So that was a concept that we had to explain many times.
And the idea of measurement, sometimes we would say, how far is it when we were walking from Depile up to Doti? How far is it? And it would be late in the afternoon or evening. But distance, they would only say, Pukta. Now, you will get there. There
As
is
long
no
as you keep
distance
walking, you'll
measurement.
get there
You will
one
get
day.
there.
Yeah.
And we go from people coat to people coat from and the rest.
I also remember the children in the school not understanding how when it's nighttime in Nepal, it's daytime in our country.
Yeah.
And this was a big thing to explain, you know, that we'd have to take a ball and show the sun on this side and the moon on this side. And that was something very new and it was a new concept for them.
So how long did it take for you to get to Nepal from plane from USA to London, or where did you?
It's about a 36-hour trip altogether.
We returned to Nepal in 1987, where we wanted our 3 daughters to know where 2 of them were born. Our eldest, Shanti Ruth, was born at Shantabawan, and her name is Shanti because of Shanti Didi from Doti, as well as a friend at the university library, Shanti Shrestha. And so her name was Shanti. And then we adopted from Balmandir, Kamala Devi. And she was 4 months old. And now they live here. And after 2 years in Doti, we spent 4 years in Kathmandu. And then, as I said, we returned in 87. And that's how we managed to get our 4th daughter, Pragya, to come to the States. Her mother just died last year, but her father's living with her. She's a medical doctor in Indiana.
So we've kept, because of, I worked at the, when we left Doti, we went and worked 1 more year with the Peace Corps in Kathmandu. And I worked at the university library with Shanti Shrestha, who was the librarian at the time. And we became very, very close friends. And because of that friendship, which has continued all of these 50 years, we have kept very close ties to Nepal. And in, like Doug says, in 1987, we went around the world, we stayed there, and then their daughter came back and lived with us. And so she essentially has 2 families. I got our family here and she had her family in Nepal. But now she's married to a Nepali that she met in Chicago and lives out in Indiana. She ties very close over the years with Nepal.
I still correspond to people in Nepal because I collect hulak tickets.
Stamps,
Oh,
Nepali
Collect
stamps.
Nepali stamps. And so not too many of us do that. So many in the Nepal Philatelic Society consider me an expert because of the collections that I have. But I don't do the really early stamps because they're mahangotsa.
I think we would all love it if one day, like, your daughters join the Zoom call. I think we would all love to talk to her.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Pragya could talk to you in Nepali, but Kamala Devi and Alison Maya and Shanti Ruth.
No.
Next time, I think it would be awesome if they could join us.
That would be fun for them.
Pragya and her dad would really enjoy the conversation
Right.
because they only have Nepali in their house.
Pragya's father lives with her now. Well, he still has a home in Kathmandu, but after his wife died, he prefers to be here with her and because she's the only child. So he's with her, and they have two children. So we share those grandchildren. But they would love to do it, I'm sure.
And her father is a Mishra. I see Dili Raj Mishra name there, but
so we've kept. In fact, we were back in Nepal 4 or 5 years ago. We went on a mission trip to India, northern India, and while we were in the neighborhood, we went up to Nepal and spent a week with Shanti and Narayan at that time to come back. But we've not been back out to Doti since we left. It's a long way to go.
Okay, Nancy, if you come next time, please inform us early.
That's what I was going to say.
Next time we come, I don't know when that will be with the pandemic. It's not we're not possible to travel at this point.
Let us hope it will be fine.
Yeah, this pandemic will go for sure, and it's so good to know that you are still in touch with some Nepali people.
Oh yes.
And yeah, we would like to have you here in Nepal. Whenever you plan to visit, please let us know. We'd love to see you in person.
It would be wonderful.
Connected with an American embassy. I actually worked for USAID here in Nepal.
Oh.
Yeah.
We had lots of USAID friends when we lived in Kathmandu.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you had. Yeah, and I've come across with so many Peace Corps volunteers here in Nepal in our office, and most of them have beautiful memories to share.
You know, I think once you go to Nepal, you fall in love with Nepal, and you always will love Nepal.
About the culture, about like coping with the environment. Yeah, so would you please share some stories like how did you cope with the different culture? How did you adjust yourself from US to very remote village of Nepal, Doti? So would you like to say something about?
because of the assignment, and we remember the Paul because of the people, many of the Americans that we talk with that know Nepal are there for the trekking, but not the people. All they want to do is see the mountains, but not know the people. So we were there for the people because, as I say, Peace Corps is a service of trying to improve the lives and conditions of people where we are. And that's what our objective was, not to just get some pretty pictures on a camera.
We did not realize at the time that those pictures would be so special. A few years ago, we had a call from a person in Vermont, in the States, who wanted to start this Nepal picture project. They knew that Peace Corps volunteers who were in Nepal in the 60s and 70s probably had pictures that no one else had, because Nepali people didn't have cameras, but the Peace Corps volunteers did. So they asked us to go through our pictures and send them to them. And that's when he started this pictures project. And we went through our pictures, we sent them in, and I'm so thrilled that we did, because now look, we've got all these new friends. Wonderful. Yeah.
We're here all this because of the pictures.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, this is all because of the pictures, which is amazing. You know, I had no idea that when I sent those pictures in that this would happen, but how wonderful that you were looking for pictures and you found them, and we can connect again. It's wonderful.
I could stare at them for hours and hours.
It was a helicopter ride. The helicopter came for some business and had to go to DePile to refuel. So I got on the helicopter on the Tundakel, and when he went down to DePile to refuel, I took some pictures of Doti, Silgari, and that's how you get the scenic view from the helicopter, because I don't know whether anybody else had taken any pictures like that. Of course, now you can do it from satellite, but back in the 60s, that was an actual camera, not a phone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Who's speaking?
Namaste, both to you. Namaste, both to you. I'm living in Bhaktapur.
Ah.
I'm living in Bhaktapur.
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 Yes, we used to walk through there.
All okay.
But it's nighttime.
Hello.
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 Okay. Honorable Douglas Hatch and Nancy Hatch, ma'am. Good evening from Nepal. My wife Shobha Shrestha, we were your students during 1966 to 1967, 68.
Yes.
And then first of all, I would like to say that I would like to acknowledge the presence of our honorable teachers, Nanda Kumar Shrestha, Gomati Shrestha, and Sitaram Joshi sir, Nareshman Shrestha sir, Govind Prasad Shrestha sir, Vijaya Kesi ma'am, Suvarna Shrestha ma'am, Prem Shankar Bhatta sir, I know Gopal Shrestha who spoke to you just a while ago. They were also teachers during. Most of them they were teachers during your period in Doti High School, Padma Public High School. And all of our teachers, they were very much very respectable to us. And you too, Nancy ma'am and Hatch sir, you had a special place in our heart, because I had the opportunity, because we are good students, and we got opportunities. Because you showed the way that we should study. It is not only the study on the book, but also study beyond the study inside the classroom. That's why you taught us we should also get involved in the extracurricular activities, which was not existed in other parts of Nepal. And then I had the opportunity to go other countries also. And then the teaching method that you showed was just introduced type of now,
Right.
That's why you were always you are very respected, always respected.
Thank you.
You resided in our heart always. So we are always thinking about you. So where are they? How they are doing? You know. So from Mukesh sir and Dirgaraj Joshi sir, we were able to connect to you, and we must thank both Dirgaraj and Mukesh sir for this very good job. And then from your teaching, from your teaching, the way you taught us, it gave us way, always inspired us. I mean, how to go proceed with our study, you know. So my daughter wants to say, and Nancy ma'am.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
How old are you?
Although I am already over 60, sir and mom, but I recently have my baby. I didn't have a baby, but I have a baby now.
Wonderful.
Blessings. And I forgot to mention the name of Prem Shankar Bhatta sir also. Who spoke to you a while ago also. Thank you very much.
Thank
sir,
you.
Sir and
you have a beautiful daughter.
From your blessings, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
How old are you?
I am 5 years old.
You're 5 years old? Do you go to school?
Yes.
You go to kindergarten?
Yes. Yes.
Good for you. You'll be a smart girl just like.
I mean, the way you guided us, ma'am, and this after half a century, our children are just learning the way you taught us. It was half a century ago in the remote area like Doti, ma'am.
Don't remind me how old we are.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. I let the other people to speak. I take your permission to mute me, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You still look very beautiful, Nancy.
Thank you.
There she is.
Both of you are very young looking.
We work very hard to stay healthy.
And the pictures you have taken is being very popular these days here in Nepal and especially in Doti.
That's wonderful.
Many people are sharing your have joined here who didn't see you, but they want to see you. So please, will you tell how did you feel people of Doti 50 years back?
We loved them. We loved the people of Doti. They were so friendly and so welcome and so curious.
Mom, your love is still indicated the way you have presented yours, you and your husband. You know, at your back, we still can remember the place, the house where you stayed. And then we, Dinesh, myself, we are classmates. You can see Dinesh Resta, you know. We had our practical class. Nandakumar sir taught us, Gauri sir, Nandakumar sir taught us agriculture subject. We had our practical field there. And then the way you have taken the picture, you know, so detailed. With the normal camera, you have detail that each and every resident of Silgadi, he can identify his house. No one can say that my house is missing. You have taken so detail. That is the education. Beside your picture, you can see Dinesh Resta, and we are classmates. And then he's the pride of our school, because he was the first student who got first division since the establishment of Padma Public High School. And I think Dinesh will speak something about you. Whenever we met, no, we used to talk about you, Mr. and Mrs. Hat. I mean, you are always in our heart, ma'am.
That makes me feel so good.
The building,
Hello.
the building
Hello.
he was talking about was called White House.
White House.
Hello.
No, no es Bruce.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I am Naresh Manshrestha. You don't know me. Yes. Hello.
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 Yes, my name is Naresh Manshrestha, but you don't know me, and I have not seen you in the Doti. At that time, I was studying in Kathmandu, but as you left high school, and after 1 year, I joined in that high school as a science teacher. So I worked there for 25 years.
Oh.
I taught science and math in the school. And then I was transferred to the teacher training center in the Deepile. So I have heard, first of all, I am very glad to see you in this virtual meeting. So very happy, and from Siliguri and Doti people, you are very welcome. And I have heard just now, you told very, I mean, congratulations for Mr. Dog, because his birthday is today. So,
What a special treat.
You know Mr. Suresh Manshrestha, he is a science teacher.
Yes.
Suresh Manshrestha, he was my elder brother.
Ah.
Suresh Manshrestha, he was my elder brother, and he was teacher there, and I was studying in Kathmandu. And as I completed my BSc, then I went home and I joined. Glad to see you. I have heard too much about you, because all the Siliguri people feel you as a friendly and a family member, and as I have heard from the students and other peoples, you are so welcome. If you come again, they are interested when we will meet them. As you come Kathmandu, why don't you go there in Siliguri?
We will try. We're getting kind of old to travel that far, but we'll try. Someday,
Yeah.
a couple of years.
Well,
We have to wait till the pandemic is over.
Yeah.
But we would love to come back to Nepal, and if there's a road to drive up to Siliguri, I'll come.
Yes.
I don't want to walk
Yes.
5 more days.
No. Nowadays you can, with your car, you can travel with your car.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you don't have to walk 7 or 9 days from Dhangadi to Siliguri.
Yeah.
We did it in 5.
5 days.
Yeah.
5 days, yes.
5 days.
We
5
usually-
days.
5 days.
5 days it is good. When
Now there
I came to Kathmandu for, yes, just a minute.
Yes. And now
Yeah,
there is metallic.
excuse me, Mr. Dog, where do you belong in USA? In which province?
We're in New York State.
New
Not
York,
in, not in New York City.
4 hours from New York City by car.
Yeah.
We're
On
up,
the way
up
to
in the,
Niagara
up in the
Falls?
country part of New York.
Yeah.
South-
On the
south
way
of
to Niagara
Syracuse.
Falls?
South of
On the
Syracuse.
way to Niagara Falls? I
Yes,
have
on the way to
visited
Niagara Falls.
Yeah, I have visited Niagara Falls.
You didn't stop to see us.
I don't know. I have a search, because in my training center, 3 groups of the Peace Corps were working with me 3 years in Deepile. So I have my son and daughter are working in the North Carolina. So I used to go to visit them every 2 years. Now I am willing to visit them, but due to the corona pandemic, we are not going.
Visas are hard.
Right. We will give our address to anybody who comes to the United States. If you come to New York, come see us.
Yes. Okay, thank you very
Not
much.
New York City. We're 4 hours from New York City.
Okay, we'll
provide us your address.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello, Nancy.
Hello.
I'm speaking on behalf of Vidya Sharma.
You're a student?
Okay.
And she wanted to say that she actually lives in Boston. She has been living here for many years now.
Oh my.
And we are very close from you, I guess. You are upstate New York?
Yes, you're about 6 hours from us in
6.5,
Boston.
7 hours.
I have relatives in Boston. I have relatives in Boston.
Okay. So when we visit the upstate New York next time, we'll stop by because we go there
Please.
very often. If we have your address, yeah, she would definitely like to see you, Doug and Nancy.
We're a half an hour south of Syracuse. You know Syracuse?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
yeah, I
we're
know.
just half an hour south of Syracuse.
Awesome, awesome. We'll be there someday.
Well, that would be wonderful. We would love that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Oh, who's speaking now?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I am Gopal Prasad Shrestha.
Hello.
Let Gopal speak.
Hello.
Gopal Prasad Shrestha.
Yes.
Hello.
What is the matter?
Oh, I can hear. You can speak.
When you were in Doti High School, I was the sub-accountant of the multi-purpose section in that school.
Okay.
Gopal Prasad Shrestha was the accountant of the PP High School. At that time.
Hello.
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 I'm living in Bhaktapur here.
Okay. We remember everyone there.
Hello. Ranja.
Hello. Namaste.
Namaste.
Hello.
Namaste.
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 Good evening. Good evening from Nepal. Good morning from US.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Were you a student?
Hello, Ranja.
I am Puspa. Do you remember?
Hello.
बाजे एकैछिन हजुर उनलाई बोल्न दिनु अनि हजुर बोल्नु पर्यो नेक्स्ट हजुरको पालो हुन्छ
म्युट गरिदिनु न यस हेलो
हेलो
हेलो हेलो नमस्ते नमस्ते हेलो
Oh, now she's gone mute. She's muted.
हजुर
सुन्नेकै छ हजुर
एकचोटि अनम्युट गरिदिनु न
बोलेको त सुन्नेकै छ एक जना गरेर बोल्नुस् न रञ्जकजी तपाईले पालो पालो दिनुस् न
अगाडि के रे पुष्पा आन्टी दिदीलाई बोल्ने भन्नु पुष्पा आन्टीलाई बोल्ने भन्नु पुष्पा आन्टी हजुरको माइक अनम्युट गर्नु म्युटमा हुनुहुन्छ
Hello, Hari Babu.
Yes.
Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah. Hello.
त्यसपछि
Now
मलाई
we can
राख्नुलाई
hear you.
Hello. म बोल्छु दिदी अनि हजुर गर्नुलाई दिदी म आइसके हेलो I am Puspa. Do you remember me, sir?
Time.
Yeah, long time. Yes, I remember your building. We went to your building so many times because for chocolates. That time I was only, I think, 5 years old. Do you remember Thulo Didi? Thulo Didi is my father's sister. She's my cousin.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember Thulo Didi. Absolutely.
Thulo Didi, yes. I want to, this time I don't like to many times because so many elders are waiting for to talk with you. So many things, my uncle Prem Shankar Bhatta, Sitaram uncle, Mukesh uncle, they told so many things about you and your contribution. That time I was so small. My age was just 5 years. We respect you. We love you. We miss you. We never forget your contribution, because so many elders are waiting there, who gathering this meeting, who this amazing meeting, this wonderful meeting. After 50 years, we are joining with you. We are so glad. We are so happy. Again, I want to say, our respected Hesh sir, again, happy birthday. You live long. You are, even now, you both are so handsome, so smart, so gorgeous, so amazing. Again, I want to thank who attend this meeting, who are gathering this meeting, this amazing meeting. Again, I want to say thank you so much. We are so happy to see you. We love you. We miss you. We are totally, Uncle Sir told you, we are waiting for you. Please, you come our Doti. We remember you. We are waiting for you. Again, we are so much curious to welcome you. Again, we wish you a happy life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay,
And
bye
please
bye.
say hello to Tuli Didi for me.
Hello.
My
Because
goodness.
about Thulo Didi, Sitaram uncle also told about Thulo Didi.
Wow.
And now
Tell
she
her
is
hello.
so old. She is
Give her
in
my
bed.
love.
Okay, thank you. Other are waiting for. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Hello.
Who's speaking now?
सुशीला आन्टी अब हजुर बोल्नु अरु
ल हेलो
बोल्नु
हेलो नमस्कार गुड मर्निङ नेन्सी मैडम डॉक्टर सर हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू
No, thank you.
म हजुरहरू डोटीमा हुँदा म 6 कक्षामा पढ्थेँ 6 कक्षामा म सानो थिएँ तर हजुरहरूको याद एकदम आउँछ र डोटीमा गर्नुभएको योगदान हामीले कहिले पनि बिर्सेको छैन हजुरको र हजुरहरूले पठाएको फोटोहरू खिचेको फोटोहरू मैले दिनको दिन हेर्छु हजुरहरूको जो अहिले हजुरहरू देखिनु भएको छ मलाई पहिलेको फोटोहरूको एकदम आँखामा त्यही घुमिरहेको छ हजुरहरूको एकदम याद आउँछ र जहिले पनि हजुरहरूको याद गरिरहनेछ डोटीवासीले थ्याङ्क यू
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's so nice to see you.
हजुर धन्यवाद सर म्याडम
अब के अरे भवानी जोशीलाई यही हुनुहुन्छ भने चाहिँ हजुर बोल्नु अब हजुरको पालो आयो if you're still on the call. I don't know.
How many people all together?
There's 20 on the screen.
How many people all together were coming in today?
75.
75?
Yeah, at the start there were more than 75. I think it was somewhere around 80 something, but like people have left. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And there's more people watching on Facebook Live. Apparently, at the Nepal's embassy page, there's like a post about you guys. I didn't really know until my dad told me about it, which is pretty big because they don't really post about random stuff. They only post like important information. And then apparently there's like a post
Not important information.
guys are very important. And yeah, apparently there was a post about you guys on the Nepal's embassy page.
Well, I tell you, this is the most special thing that we've had in a long time. After 9 months of being in quarantine and not being able to see anybody, this is the best gift in the world, to be able to see all of these wonderful people. Thank you so much for arranging this.
No problem. Thank you so much for coming on. Without you, this wouldn't be possible.
Oh, it could be possible.
This is absolutely fabulous.
The topic would be different, I'm sure.
Anybody else have any questions? We'd be glad to answer them.
अरु कोही बोल्न चाहनुहुन्छ कि?
Hello, namaste.
नमस्ते नमस्ते नैन्सी जी नमस्ते
नमस्ते
ठीक छ
म माया देवी श्रेष्ठ
मलाई पनि राखिदिनु होला है
हजुर डोटी हुँदा स्कुलमा पढाउँदा म 6 क्लासमा पढ्थेँ सर
Oh yeah.
I can translate a little bit for you. I don't really understand.
जुन अहिले पढाइराखेको उ छ त्यो चाहिँ सरले त्यतिखेर नै पढाउनु हुन्थ्यो हामीलाई जो अहिले पढाइरहेको छ अहिले गुम्बा त्यतिखेर नै हामीले सिक्न पाएका थियौँ सरबाट अनि सरहरूले फोटोहरू पठाउँदाखेरि सबै हेरेर गर्छौँ हामी ब्लू रङको फ्रक लगाएर पिटी खेलेको त्यसमा म पनि छु सरहरूको धेरै सम्झना आउँछ
How many people have found themselves in one of the pictures?
कति मान्छेहरूले के अरे आफ्नो त्यो फोटो हेर्दाखेरि आफूलाई कोही मान्छेको आफूलाई देख्नु भएको छ त्यो फोटोमा कोही कोहीले देखाएको उसले सोधेको
देखेको छ सानो छ पछाडिको देखेको छ त्यो फोटोमा
She said she sees herself in the photo.
Wonderful.
Thank you, sir. Namaste.
Hello, Nancy ji. Namaste.
Namaste.
Ma.
Namaste.
ठुलो दिदी को भाई. ठुल दिदी.
ठुलो
दिदी को भाई.
Okay.
He's the brother of ठुलो दिदी.
Right.
मेरो बिहाको फोटो तपाईले खिचेर हाल्नु भएको रहेछ म धेरै खुसी भएँ.
Thank you.
He said that you took a picture of his wedding.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Namaste.
हामी धेरै खुसी छौं तपाईलाई देखेर.
They are the one. Yeah, they are the one. You took a picture 52 years ago in Doti Silgadi of their marriage. The day when they married, you took a picture 52 years ago.
Oh my.
Yeah, and
Wow.
you are the one. Because of you, we can see the pictures
of their
50
wedding.
years picture of their wedding, and then many more.
Wow.
We saw because of you. Thank you, Nancy, for that.
And Douglas Hatch.
And Douglas Hatch. And
Nice
also,
one.
and my father, he always talk about Douglas Hatch and Nancy Hatch. And today we saw both of you together. Thank you for that.
ठुल दिदीलाई याद छैन ठुल दिदी.
He's asking, do you remember Tul Didi?
Yes. Yes, I used to spend a lot of time with Tuli Didi.
He's the brother of Tul Didi.
Yes. She made sure I got what I needed. Yeah.
Whoever is speaking in Nepali, Nancy and Mr. Has, they are basically telling that they're so happy to see you after 53 years. Most of them are your 6th grader students, and they have gone through all the photos you have taken. And they are posted in social media these days. And whenever they see these photos, whenever they go through these photos, they go back to that time when they had they spent beautiful time with you. And they're saying that they have a fond memory with you, and they still miss you, and they are thankful for whatever you have done for them. Yeah.
Well, we are so thankful. Our lives are so much richer because of all of the friendships that we made and the time that we had in Nepal. We're very grateful for those times.
Okay, अब चाहिँ के अरे भवानी जोशीलाई बोल्नु भन्नुको अनि चाहिँ गोविन्द शाहलाई नेक्स्ट बोले हुन्छ त्यहाँबाट अनि सबजना बोले हुन्छ लाइनमा instead of all of us talking at once.
टाइम कति हो बाबु कति टाइम सम्म
भवानी जोशी हुनुहुन्छ कि नाइ अघि पनि सोधेको थियो अब हुनुहुन्न बोल्नुहुन्न भने चाहिँ हामी नेक्स्ट वालामा जान्छौँ.
गोविन्द शाहलाई देऊ.
ओके गोविन्द शाह बोल्नुस्.
हेलो
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 हेलो हेलो
भवानी
ए सरी
दुईजना एकजना बोल्नु पर्यो.
ल ल ल उहाँलाई नै बोल्नु दिउँ उहाँलाई नै बोल्नु दिउँ.
हेलो
हेलो
नमस्ते मैडम अनि सरलाई पनि नमस्ते.
बोल्नु
नमस्ते
नमस्ते
सरलाई पनि नमस्ते अनि नन्दकुमार सर नरेश सर
मुकेश दाई आज गोपाल सर यो मिटिङमा उपस्थित हुनुभएका सबैलाई मेरो नमस्कार र यो कार्यक्रम आयोजना गर्ने मेरो भतिज हरिप्रसाद जोशी र नाति रन्जक जोशीलाई पनि धेरै धन्यवाद र अहिले मलाई भर्खरै हाम्रो नेन्सी म्याडमले क्लासमा पढाइरहनु भएको छ कि जस्तो लागेको छ म 6 क्लासमा पढ्थेँ र उहाँ एउटा डब्बा र एउटा पेन्सिल लिएर आउनुहुन्थ्यो र भन्नुहुन्थ्यो पुट द पेन्सिल भनेर भन्नुहुन्थ्यो हामीलाई बुझ्न पनि गाह्रो हुन्थ्यो र अनि व्हाट आर ही इज डुइङ भनेर ही इज पुटिङ द पेन्सिल इन द केन भनेर भन्नुहुन्थ्यो त्यो मलाई अहिले पनि त्यो सम्झना आइरहेको छ उहाँले म्याडमले पढाउनु यो कार्यक्रम आयोजनामा हरिप्रसाद जोशी र नाति रन्जक जोशी ऊ मेरो भतिज र नाति हुन् अहिले मा बस्नु हो र आज यो कार्यक्रम आयोजना गरेकोमा उहाँलाई धेरै धन्यवाद र सर म्याडम आज सरको आज बर्थडे रहेछ उहाँ ह्याप्पी बर्थडे भन्न चाहन्छु र उहाँको उत्तरगतिको काम चाहन्छु म अहिले हाल म धनगढीमा बस्छु थाई बसाई धनगढी हो र मेरो छोरो टेक्सासमा नै केमिकल इन्जिनियरिङ छ रहेको छ र मेरो बुहारी न्यू जर्सीमा केमिकल इन्जिनियर न्यू जर्सीमा काम गरिरहेको छ अमेरिकामा म 4 वर्ष अगाडि अमेरिका आएको थिएँ छोराको उसमा दीक्षान्त समारोहमा म र मेरो परिवार सहित हामी त्यहाँ अमेरिकाको 9-10 वटा स्टेटमा हामी घुमेका थियौँ र घुम्ने बेलामा पनि हरि जोशीले जुन सहयोग गरेका थिए उसको लागि हरि जोशीलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद आजको यस कार्यक्रममा उपस्थित हुने 65-66 जना जो हुन्छ आदरणीय दाजु प्रेमशंकर भट्ट लगायत गोपाल सर नन्दकुमार सर नरेश सर गोमती म्याडम मुकेश दाजु सहित सम्पूर्णलाई धन्यवाद दिँदै बिदा हुन्छु धन्यवाद
अब चाहिँ गोविन्द शाहलाई बोल्दै हुन्छ
हेलो
हजुर
all respected honorable teacher, honorable Nancy and Douglas Hatch.
Yes.
हाम्रो नन्दकुमार श्रेष्ठ सर, मैडम गोमती, नरेश सर, सीताराम जोशी सर, प्रेमशंकर भट्ट सर, विजया दिदी अहिलेको प्रदेश सभाको सदस्य हुनुहुन्छ उहाँ पनि मेरो टिचर हुनुहुन्थ्यो गोपाल सर निरञ्जन दाई श्रीप्रसाद दाई माया दिदी विद्या दिदी विजयराज ओझा श्रेष्ठ ज्यू कृष्ण प्रसाद भट्ट दाई भाउजू पुष्पा दिदी सिद्धि दाई शोभा दिदी एकराज जोशीज्यू रञ्जन जोशीज्यू हरि जोशीज्यू लगायत यहाँ सबै उपस्थित हुनुभएका आदरणीय brothers and sisters who has come to this Zoom meeting today. Today wish you, Nancy and Douglas, a happy birthday and a prosperous life, good health and longevity.
Thank you.
I would like to thank Dai Mukesh Shrestha and Hari Joshi for organizing and managing this marvelous and beautiful meeting or event.
Yes.
I came to Padma Public Multiple High School a few years later to study in class 8A at a time when Mr. Nancy and Douglas has left from Doti. I want to re-memorize of some event. Although drinking water project of Silgadi took shape, still there was a shortage of water. Streams, natural drinking water, dhara, tap, Jarnel Dhala, Silgaon Dhara, Thapla Dhara, Rani Dhara, fresh water, bath and wash in streams, they are beautiful. Silgari was a center for buying and selling daily necessary for Kalena, Pankari, Rantuli, Uditola, Punna, Lekhata, Bagthata, Dhamigaon, Bunde, Santola, Bogle, Sunartol, Dipal. It was the center of purchase and sale of firewood, milk, onion, potato, ghee, goat, chicken, and Khattar Saint, Khattar Baba, Shaileshwari Temple, Dipal Airport, Toldoka, Moldoka, Sainik Bere Gari were famous in Silgari. Still, almost part of Assam, Bajura, Bajang, Mugu, Humla, and few part of Doti on height to travel through Silgari to reach Tarai and Madhesh, Nepalganj, Kathmandu, and India. Old Paua, Party, Bar people Chautari on the way, and the Silgari Bazaar, see on the way. Three people, Panya Banjang people, Sato, top to bottom, Lake Dana, Lake Thata people are main people. This is historical, always memorable. Who visit Doti, Bagh Jatra, Gai Jatra, Shaileshwari Jatra, Gaz, Khattar Dashara Jatra, attraction, Jhanki and Devda cannot be forgotten. In fact, Silgari is one of the cities that preserve Nepali nationality and culture. The scene for the morning worship and the graduation on the temple are composition of hymns, tabla, and madal players are unique. Thanks of all of you who are this Zoom meeting. I never forgotten Lambi people, Pariban ka aap, mangoes from that area, Saraswati Mandir. In that time, mule and sheep and porter are only the media of transportation. But now, there are blacktop road. I had seen your collections of photos by Mr. Mukesh Shrestha and Sir Prem Shankar Bhatta sharing in Facebook. All photos are unique and marvelous.
Wonderful. Thank you.
One only. Have you visited the Khattar, Saint Khattar Baba? How many times you visited Khattar? I never forget this Khattar, heavenly place, biodiversity rich. Thank you very much. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good morning, all of you.
Thank
you very much.
Mr. and Mrs. Yach,
I just want to add former Minister of Nepal, Nancy.
Yes, yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Yach, you made our school so vibrant, so dynamic that the vibration that you have made remained for so many years. It is still remembered in our school. and Mr. Govinda Bahadur Saha, although he did not get opportunity to be your student, but he still remembered you. He was the former minister. He was the minister minister in Nepal. I know you can imagine how much vibration you have left in Silgadi Doti, especially in the high school. That is the reflection from his saying.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
अब 2 घण्टा भइसक्यो, अलि छोट्याउनु पर्ला है, उहाँहरू बिचारा थाक्नु भयो।
छोट्याउनै पर्ला अलि छोट्याएर उहाँले डिस्टर्ब देख्दैछ भने हामीले कथा के गर्ने, उहाँबाटै सुन्न पाए धेरै।
हेलो, हरिले यो कसरी उहाँसँग सम्पर्क भयो भन्ने, कसरी मिटिङको अर्गनाइज भयो, हरिले अलिकता हरि जोशीले गरिदिए हुन्थ्यो, प्रकाश पारिदिए हुन्थ्यो, उनीहरूसँग कसरी भेट भयो न्युयोर्कमा भनेर।
त्यो अघि रञ्जन बाबुले भनिसक्यो हजुर, अब टाइम पनि छैन, 15 मिनट छ है। 15 मिनट के, अब टाइम त 9 बजे भनेको भइसकेको छ।
ठिकै छ।
हरि बाबु नेन्सी उहाँबाटै विशेष कुरा सुनाउ न।
हुन्छ हजुर, हस्।
हामीहरूको कथा हामी सुन्ने भन्दा
हस्,
उहाँबाटै सिलगढीको मेमोरी
हजुर म उलाई पढिदिन्छु।
हाउ देयर इज सिलगढी।
अनि उहाँले बोल्यो भने सबैले सुन्छ, रमाइलो हुन्छ।
बेटर हो।
Nancy, for the last whatever 5 minutes we have, they just want you guys to talk about Silgadi or whatever you want to talk about. They just want to hear you list, or they just want to hear you talk. So the stage is yours for the last 5 minutes.
Well, our memories of our time in Nepal were absolutely wonderful. We loved the people. We loved where we lived. It was a unique experience, something that we had never anticipated ever happening before. But it was absolutely fabulous. And we thank all of you for coming and sharing this. My heart is full. It's wonderful. Thank you.
It was interesting with the status of transistor radios. People would walk up and down the bazaar with their transistor radio next to their ear. And many of the women, to show their prestige, would carry their shoes because they wouldn't wear them. They wanted people to know they were rich enough to, so they would walk through the bazaar carrying their shoes. And of course, in Nepal, people did not keep any of their jewelry in their houses, afraid of it being stolen, so everybody wore all their jewelry with 15 or 20 rings in their ears and beautiful necklaces, because the custom was you wore what you possessed. You didn't want to keep it at home.
I think one of my best, fondest memories is I was the first Western woman that most through before, but not a woman, and they couldn't quite figure me out because I didn't have earrings and I didn't have long hair and I didn't have bracelets, and they would come up and say swasni manchi ki logni manchi. They couldn't figure out what I was. So it for me, the best part was being able to open up the world a little bit to the people of Doti, to see that there are other people in the world. We may look different, but we all feel the same. We all have the same feelings. We all love each other. That's what I remember most, that people were so welcoming, so loving, so kind. We loved it.
And some of the people were concerned that if we didn't have children, would I remarry? And we've been married 656 months.
He counts by months. It's years. We're coming up on 55 years of being married. But we have wonderful, and this is just absolutely the best thing that has happened in a long time. So thank you so much to all of you for coming in. We'll do it again. I mean, I'd be happy to do it again. Very grateful to know that the pictures are the reason this is happening. That the pictures I took so many years ago are being used and being loved and showing people what that beautiful place was like 55 years ago.
It gets me to practice a little bit of my
Our
kukura.
Nepali is very rusty. But thank you so much.
Ma'am, do you remember you used to say that your Nepali, you know, for us it was something different. You know, you used to speak Nepali sometimes. बाहिर जान मन लाग्छ. For us, it was something like, would you like to have a cup of tea?
Yeah,
you know?
right. When we were doing our Peace Corps training, the first phrase that we learned was kind of like "Keke cha aja." We learned to speak it, and when we were there, we could speak it. But it's been 55 years, and you forget a lot.
I still, though I was still.
I'm impressed with your English, more than my. Thank you so much.
You guys are so cute.
Thank you very much. We hope to see you again.
Oh, I hope we'll do this again. We would love to do it again.
Yeah, there are so many.
We'll arrange again.
You know, are here. Like
when we will get chance to talk with you and next time.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Whenever you arrange it.
Madam,
yes.
I am Amir Amate Silgadi, Amir Babu, brother of Santi, your friend, and son of Tegh Bahadur Amate. You know? Do you know?
Yes, my friend Shanti. Yes.
Yes, yes.
We have a daughter named Shanti, partly because of her. Tell her hello for me.
I am the son of Tegh Bahadur in Silgadi. Do you know Bahadur Amate?
Yes. Yes.
We had one shop, and usually to come in house.
Yes.
And we only used to go in your right building where you were living. And we first of all, I would like to congratulate you on the auspicious happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm glad he's having more birthdays.
Happy birthday.
I'm glad he's having more birthdays.
You guys are so cute.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sure time will not be enough if we keep on talking about the stories you have, because you have we have such a wonderful memories with you. So it's been already 2 hours and you must be tired by now. So if anybody have anything to talk, please do. Otherwise, I think we should conclude this meeting for today.
One 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Yeah. Happy birthday, sir, Douglas and Nancy. I am your student. Everybody already expressed their gratitude. I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude for the time and teaching that you both provided us. Secondly, the sacrifices you both made to travel so far and shower your knowledge upon us will always be deeply cherished by us.
No.
I still remember learning my first few English words like the difference between water and rain. Yeah, you have teach us, even in not class, in outside of the playground. You always careful with us, for us. So you have always used that time, even that time, flashcard, poster card, picture, flip chart, audio visual aids. So it was really very interesting. Mr. Has, you taught us American football. At that time, it was very, very new and interesting for us. Basketball, badminton, especially frisbee. It was interestingly that how to fly with frisbee. You learn us. It was really interesting. And another interesting, in prize distribution, you have always made by yourself a medal and give us in the winner, all the winners. Encouragement for us. Really, you gave us the strong motivation and encouragement in school, everyone, to the students. You both have been the inspiration to many of us in the school. Thanking you both again for all the efforts and wonderful sweet memories. With all the best, happy, wonderful day. Happy, your healthy and happy life. Mr. Hatch, healthy and happy life. And congratulations for your happy birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Time is very short. Thank you very much.
Before we conclude the meeting, I would like to invite Geeta Joshi. She's a principal of the school, and then she's just going to talk about the current condition. And then after that, we will conclude the meeting. So Geeta Joshi, if you're on the call, please speak.
Namaste, Ranjan Babu, Hari sir. यो एउटा सुन्दर कार्यक्रमहरू आयोजना गरिदिनु भएकोमा र मुख्य सङ्कल्प नि मलाई मेसेन्जरबाटै खबर गरेर जुम मिटिङ हुँदैछ उपस्थित हुनु होला भनेर भन्नुभएकोमा फर्स्ट अफ अल आई वान्ट टु से ह्यापी बर्थडे टु मिस्टर Has. I have heard so many stories from the former speakers, and I am very happy to see a wonderful couple on Zoom meeting. Thanks for this opportunity. Now I am principal of the school, and I am the former student of that school. I am shouldering this responsibility from 7 years. Now there are 31 staffs in this school, and out of them 13 are female staffs, and all are cooperating very nicely. I am running my work very well, and Government of Nepal has selected model school development program. Within 5 years, we will develop this school in a model school. And Mr. and Mrs. Has, I can feel your love. I can feel your joy of this reunioning program, and I can feel your footprint on the yard of our school. We love you very much. I want to join you with my students after some time.
We would love that. We would be glad to talk to some students.
Yes, ma'am. I'm very happy to see you. I am from Jorail. I am working in Silgadi now.
Wonderful. And we would be happy to talk with your students. That would be fun.
Yes, sure. We will organize that program.
Okay.
With the help of Ranjak Babu.
For sure.
Right.
अनि रञ्जक बाबु हरि सरलाई अघिल्लो त्यो साइबर क्राइमको प्रोग्राम ल्याएर आउनु भएकोमा त्यसको लागि पनि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु सम्झिरहनु होला आफ्नो माटोलाई I love you very much.
Yes, we're still alive. We're very much alive.
यो आयोजना गर्नेलाई चाहिँ मेरो तर्फबाट पनि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद छ सबभन्दा चाहिँ धन्यवादको पात्र हुनुहुन्छ हाम्रो निरञ्जन बाबु पनि धेरै धन्यवादको पात्र हुनुहुन्छ यसमा चाहिँ हामीलाई मनि मुकेश अनि के त्यो आर्या अनि त्यसपछि मुकेश अनि आर्या अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ के रे हामी यो चाहिँ हाम्रो जोशी भाइ के रे नाम जोशी उहाँहरुलाई धेरै 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 धन्यवाद हामी चाहिँ हामी अहिले हामी जे जता भए पनि हामी चाहिँ मिस्टर ह्याज र नेन्सीको इन्स्पायरबाट अहिले हामी चाहिँ उहाँहरुको चाहिँ देनबाट नै अहिले हामी जे जस्तो छौँ पढाइमा हामी जे जस्तो भएर उच्च शिक्षा कहाँ बसेका छौँ हामी उहाँको पनि देन छ यसमा उहाँले पनि ठुलो कन्ट्रिब्युट गर्नुभएको अहिले म पनि अहिले केही महिनाको लागि केही वर्षको लागि चाहिँ यतैतिर अमेरिकाको टेक्ससमा छु यो आउनु पनि उहाँको नै देन हो भन्ने मैले आफ्नो चाहिँ के सोचेको छु भने यसमा पनि उहाँको देन छ मलाई अहिले अमेरिका पुर्याउने उसमा पनि उहाँको देन छ जब उहाँले पढाउनु भयो हामीहरूलाई चाहिँ पढ्नुपर्छ साइन्स भनेको के हो भन्ने चाहिँ कुरा नै उहाँले हामीलाई बुझाउनु हुन्थ्यो साइन्सको विषयमा धेरै हामीले पढाउनु हुन्थ्यो तर हामी बुझ्दैनथ्यौँ उहाँले जुन अथक प्रयास गर्नुभयो जसरी उहाँले एउटा नोटबुक लिएर आएर हामीलाई चाहिँ आफूले चाहिँ इङ्ग्लिसबाट नेपालीमा पढाएर हामीलाई लेखाएर जति हामीलाई चाहिँ उहाँले दुःख गर्नुभयो जति चाहिँ उहाँले हामीहरूलाई विकट ठाउँमा गएर त्यस्तो गएकोमा उहाँलाई धेरै धन्यवाद निरञ्जन बाबुलाई यसमा निरञ्जनलाई चाहिँ धेरै धन्यवाद छ निरञ्जनलाई पनि धेरै धन्यवाद जोशी भाइलाई धेरै
धन्यवाद यस्तो फोटोहरू थुप्रो राखेर सबै यादहरूलाई
धन्यवाद May I say one more thing before we go?
Yeah.
Sure. When you live in a place and then you leave, you don't know how much influence or whether any influence you have left behind. It's taken 50 years, but now I see we have made a difference. Thank you.
Made a really big difference, Nancy. You've impacted all of our lives, not just your students from 50 years ago, but like my life too. Like seeing all these pictures. I mean, like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. It really is. It really is. And like all of us are super grateful that you came on and just talked to us, not just like your students, like me. And yeah, thank you so much. And then Douglas, thank you so much. And then happy birthday once again.
Very, very happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Absolutely wonderful.
Happy birthday.
We'd like to see you again.
Namaste.
Have a blessed day.
Namaste.
Thank you for background photo. Thank you for background photo.
Namaskar.
Happy birthday. Namaskar.
Coming सबैलाई धन्यवाद छ आइदिएकोमा यो प्रोग्राममा. I hope you enjoyed it.
धेरै धन्यवाद जोशी भाइ.
Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for translating.
All right, bye. Thank you guys for coming.
Bye. Bye. Hari Babu.
हजुर
ल धन्यवाद है बाबु हरि बाबु.
धन्यवाद
Hello.
Yeah, kids.
धेरै धन्यवाद.